Hi guys. I don't know why, but I was so excited to get on here today. Probably because I got a new hoodie. It's Japanese silk. And it's fucking awesome. Dirtbag Spring 2026. My buddy's a clothing designer and he makes awesome shit. Go check him out. Dirtbag. And my coffee came out perfect this morning. Look at this. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Nailed it. Nailed it. Great mood. Uh-oh. Great mood. Well, somebody's not in a good mood. Justice in reverse. Unfair. Somebody's dwelling in something that they feel is unfair. Some unfairness that they're experiencing. Oh, just saw somebody in court in a jail cell. The hermit, they're alone, they're left to their own devices, they're sitting alone. They have to think about what they did. Devil in reverse. What is this? I was seeing a woman, by the way, so I don't know if that's applicable to you. The devil in reverse, they're like debating with themselves. They're like, I'm not even a bad person. They're lying to themselves. Ace of Swords in reverse and to other people. They can't seem to come clean. They can't seem to come to grips with something. Maybe with whatever they did that put them in that position of getting busted or something. That's what's going on. Or at least getting called out for something and they don't like the consequences. Yeah, they don't like the consequences of their actions. But maybe this is a Virgo or somebody born around September. They don't like the consequences of their actions. Maybe they tried to manipulate some sort of situation in their favor and maybe it worked out for them for a little while, but in the end it maybe you have uncovered this information and halted some sort of manipulation, either energetic or otherwise. Running their mouth. This person was running their mouth to deceive the Emperor. A solid masculine energy, or this is you in solid masculine energy, to deceive somebody, to get ahead in life, or to assert their power in some way, assert their power over other people, assert dominance over other people, and that didn't work. It's not working. I feel like if it did work, it only worked briefly, and then this person would be like, okay, what's the story? And then this person couldn't get their story straight. They couldn't get their shit straight. And then they were like, okay, I see what's going on here. And now this person feels upset. What do they feel upset? This Emperor feels upset. Okay, you know, Five of Cups is like crying over spilled milk, things that already happened. But this guy's crying over like wasted time. This person feels like they wasted a lot of time, a lot of effort on something that was just stupid and not fucking real. They worked really hard to provide for this person to make them happy, and they were just a fraud. They were a fraud. They were a liar. Yeah, they worked really hard to make this person happy, and they were never happy because they weren't supposed to be there. I feel like they weren't supposed to be there, or they were deceived into being there. There's a baby on here. Maybe there was lies about children or something. They were taking care of children, or they were like, you should stay here to take care of these children, and now they're trying to get away from this person because, like, wrong responsibility. It was the wrong responsibility they shouldn't have paid attention to. Maybe it wasn't their kid, and now they're freeing themselves up with this devil in reverse, trying to get all these people that they were entangled with, or this... Okay, false empress, entangled them with. Now this person has to defend themselves. A bunch of defending themselves from a bunch of spiritual attacks. Also, this person was like, I saw somebody eating food. Maybe this person put shit in their food, or the food was just made with bad intention, malintention, bad energy, and they were consuming things that were distracting to them or harmful to them in some way, and they had to work really hard to remove all of these attacks so they could have a clear mind and maybe approach things with a more relaxed sensibility. Okay, maybe that was a problem in the past. Maybe they felt like rigid. This person was rigid. And they're embracing, like, okay, they're peeling back a lot of layers of things that were not good to them or for them throughout their entire life. And blocking off things that prevent forward progress, prevent them from feeling good, feeling happy. Maybe they felt like weird feeling happy. They were like, or like guilty for feeling happy, like guilty for picking some certain pathway that was going to make them happy instead of standing up for things or working on things that just looked right or didn't feel right, or defending things that looked right but didn't feel right. And now they're feeling right so they can get things to look right also. And that means blocking off these people that were trying to confuse them or manipulate them or stop their progress in some way. I feel like a spiritual intervention. This person had like a spiritual intervention. Maybe they had like a near-death experience or something, and that like brought some enlightenment to them that was uncomfortable, that showed them they had to work on something more deeply. And they were holding it off at first. They were like, I don't need to deal with this. I don't need to deal with this. Because it was making them, it was like bringing up old memories from childhood. Maybe they would ignore it by going to work. But now they're working on seeing whimsical, okay, like they're trying to be more excited about things. They're trying not to see like, okay, maybe they previously thought that like anything like whimsical was childish and silly, but now they're seeing that it takes a lot more work to be to approach an open heart posture, an open childlike way of experiencing things, not necessarily like negating all of your knowledge or experiences, or like stripping you back to being like a dumb kid, like an idiot or something. But the heart posture that this person is holding is different now, that they're snapping out of whatever manipulation that caused them to take care of something or rely on external validation. This person is working on their internal validation. They're working on their like they're like childlike nature, so they can be not childish but embrace like things they enjoy, so they can create positive things from this childlike nature and not seeing it as immaturity. They're not being immature. They're just trying to connect with their inner child and be like, what do you want to do? Do you want to eat what do you want to eat? I'm seeing like pasta. Oh God, I don't want to keep saying the pasta because I feel like the pasta's out here too. The forbidden spaghetti's out here. So maybe they're realizing that they ate some shit they shouldn't, and they're trying to revise things